Hi, it's Dr. Christine Moutier, Chief Medical Officer at the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for participating in our Out of the Darkness walks. You are making such a difference. By doing so, you are raising awareness. You're being part of the movement that includes all of us, experts, people with lived experience, people with loss, and many of us are all of the above. And so I just can't thank you enough. And I want to let you know that your efforts are the reason that we are the leading private funder of all suicide prevention related research. And right now we have a priority on technology and innovation in our research grants, as well as diversity. We also have our continued priority on supporting research that relates to the loss and healing experience of suicide loss survivors. Because of your involvement, we are able to develop new programs, prevention programs, as well as loss and healing programs. And in the workplace arena in the world, suddenly there is such an interest in suicide prevention. And so we are able to bring our interactive screening program to more workplaces, health systems, and colleges and universities. So thank you again so very much. Your advocacy, your involvement is it keeps us all going. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Dave King, President of the Dynetics Group at Leidos. We couldn't be more honored to support the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Alabama chapter, as well as other AFSP affiliates around the country to help save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. At Leidos, our mission is to make the world healthier, safer, and more efficient through information technology, engineering, and science. Our 42,000 employees globally, many of them located in Alabama, are committed to solving our customers' most demanding challenges. But we're equally committed to serving the communities where we live and work. We recently launched a company special purpose campaign specifically focused on mental health and well-being, called Mission for the Mind, Advancing Mental Health Solutions. In collaboration with our amazing partners like the AFSP, we're focused on addressing stigma and other challenges associated with anxiety, depression, substance misuse, and suicide, and especially during these trying COVID-19 pandemic times. We're all affected, and we need to come together. We must make mental health a national priority and advocate for more investment in suicide research and nationwide prevention efforts. So, Team Leidos is excited to support the AFSP Alabama chapter as the North Alabama Out of the Darkness Community Walks presenting sponsor. Together, we're eager to do our part to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. Thank you, and let's walk together to fight suicide.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm part of the Project 2025 team here at the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Thank you for walking to bring suicide out of the darkness.
Hello, my name is Tandra. I am also part of Project 2025 team, and thank you for your continued support of our Out of the Darkness walk and your support for AFSP.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this amazing journey. My name is Renee Cruz, and I'm the Vice President of AFSP's Project 2025. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for walking to bring suicide out of the darkness. Your courage and generosity are truly helping the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. Thanks to walkers like you and the generous donors who have contributed to creating a world that's smart about mental health. We have set a bold goal to reduce the rate of suicide in the United States 20% by the year 2025. We'll reach our goal by working on the 4 strategies and the 4 focus areas, which are firearms, healthcare strategies, emergency departments, and correction systems.
As the Director of Healthcare Systems Initiative, I want to thank all of our healthcare workers who have participated in our walks. We know that your jobs have been especially difficult due to the pandemic, but we are encouraged by the continued progress that is being made to identify individuals at risk and get them the help they need when they need it most.
Project 2025 is all about finding ways for individuals and organizations in the 4 focus areas to help support and accelerate the adoption of evidence-based strategies that we know help save lives. We would be honored to connect with you, so we hope you'll visit us at project2025.afsp.org or use a mobile device and scan the QR code on your screen now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
My name is Sheila Dearman. I became a member of the AFSP in 2013, following the loss of our 20-year-old son, Wyatt, to suicide. Since then, my husband and I have established the Wyatt Dearman Memorial Fund, not only to honor Wyatt's memory, but to also honor all those like him who struggled with emotional health issues and left this world too soon. In addition, we hope to somehow, while there is still time, to be able to help those who are still struggling, as well as those who have already been touched by this devastating tragedy. And so, it is with this goal in mind that we are humbled to be able to use this fund to sponsor, again this year, the AFSP South Alabama Daphne Out of the Darkness Walk. God bless you for being a part of this truly life-saving event.
Hey y'all, my name is Laurie Ann Armour. This is my puppy Bonnie. And I'm gonna play a song for you that I wrote called It's Gonna Work Out This Time. We hope you like it. We do. We really do. Okay. Take a deep breath, now you're doing fine. You just try to make sure it's all in line. Slow down, child, take your time for me. It'll all work out this time, you'll see. Yeah, 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 yeah. Follow your dreams, walk in faith, and you find the path that you are meant to take. You won't believe how far you can go. This blessed journey is gonna lead you home. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna be fine. And it's all gonna work out this time. But if you decide to step out on your own and decide to walk this road alone, hear me when I say I'll be with you the whole way. Hear me when I say I'll be with you the whole way. So follow your dreams and walk in faith, and you'll find the path that you are meant to take. Yeah. You won't believe how far you can go. This blessed journey is gonna lead you home. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna be fine. And it's all gonna work out this time. Yeah, this time.
I'm Annalie Huffman with America's First Federal Credit Union. In 2008, my sister Kristen took her own life, and life as we knew it changed forever. My AmFirst family was extremely supportive to me and my family. We greatly appreciate the funds raised by AmFirst for AFSP. I want to thank each of you for participating in the Out of the Darkness walks and being the voice for suicide prevention. Our family is forever grateful to AmFirst for its dedication year after year for giving us the opportunity to walk each year in memory of Kristen. Her story ended too soon.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Hall, Area Director for the Alabama chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I want to thank you for joining us today for the Alabama chapter's Out of the Darkness virtual walk and for being a voice for suicide prevention. Although we could not gather in person this year, your involvement sends a message that mental health is as real as physical health and that reaching out for help is the strong thing to do. Together, we are creating a culture that's smart about mental health. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death, taking over 47,000 lives annually in the United States. For 34 years, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has led the fight against suicide. AFSP started as a research-based organization in 1987. Today, it is the largest private suicide prevention organization in the United States. We have chapters and advocates in all 50 states and offer programs and events nationwide. By walking with us, you not only help us fund cutting-edge research and create and implement important education programs such as Talk Saves Lives, More Than Sad, and It's Real College Students and Mental Health, but you also help us provide support to suicide loss survivors through programs like Healing Conversations and our annual Survivor Day events. Your involvement helps us to advocate for public policy, passing legislation that will save lives. This is real and lasting change, and you are a part of our efforts and our impact. Locally, AFSP educates the public about mental health and suicide prevention, delivers trainings and presentations about suicide prevention, as well as offers support. At the start of the pandemic, AFSP chapters nationwide quickly adapted our suicide prevention education programs from in-person to virtual presentations. Additionally, AFSP developed and implemented new programs to help meet the needs of our communities. Programs included enhancing mental health during COVID-19, offering tips and resources to improve mental health during this time. It's Real Teens and Mental Health, providing young people ages 14 and older with mental health education and resources. Introduction to Supporting Those at Risk, a community-based presentation that provides participants information and resources on how to support someone in their life with lived experience, and Gizmo's Possum Guide to Mental Health, a read-along that takes an upstream approach to support the mental health and wellness of youth ages 5 through 11. Through our education programs, we teach schools, communities, and workplaces how to best prevent suicide. Last year, the Alabama chapter hosted over 300 attendees through 20 virtual and in-person prevention education sessions. We had 176 individuals attend a Research Connection program virtually. We distributed nearly 3,400 educational and resource materials. We had 24 volunteers advocate for state policy changes to improve mental health and prevent suicide at the virtual Alabama State Capitol Day. And we had 24 individuals participate in one statewide virtual International Survivors of Suicide Loss Day. Everyone has a role in preventing suicide, and by working together to improve the health and well-being of Alabamians, We are connecting people to resources and programs and removing barriers that stand in the way of people finding hope and healing. Now more than ever, it's important to be there for one another and take steps to safeguard our mental health and prevent suicide. We are still amid an unprecedented public health crisis, yet we also have an extraordinary opportunity to come together within our families and our communities to reduce the stigma that often surrounds mental health and suicide. This is a vulnerable time for many people, and we must focus on proactive steps everyone can take to take care of their mental health, including enhancing self-care, social connection, and engaging in open, honest conversations. As a local chapter of a national organization, we have outstanding tools and resources to help facilitate dialogue and offer support to those who need us most. While you are here today, I feel it's important to take this opportunity to share with you a few tips and strategies for protecting your mental health, especially during this unusual time. This time of uncertainty means that it's more important than ever to look after and care for our mental health gardens. Here are some practical tips to be as proactive as possible about our mental health. Mental health and physical health are interrelated, and we know that taking care of our physical health can also support our mental health. Get a good night's sleep. Sleep is restorative and important to our physical health, and we all want to help our immune systems right now. Basic sleep hygiene rules include not using sedatives or alcohol to sleep and keeping to the same sleep hours. As much as possible, move throughout the day. And this can include stretching, yoga, walking around the house, dancing, and playing interactive games. You can be creative with those things that keep you moving. There are many meditation and breathing apps. A simple breathing exercise encourages inhaling for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 7 seconds, and exhaling for 8 seconds. This is the 4-7-8 for short. Drink water regularly and limit alcohol intake, which can worsen feelings of depression over time. And follow doctor's orders for prescribed medication. And check with your pharmacy to see if they have delivery services if needed. Let's stay focused on what we can control. Stick to a daily routine. If you're working from home, don't work from bed. Get up, get dressed, and shower at your usual times. Have meals when you normally do. Limit news intake, including news on social media, especially if it's making you feel more anxious than connected. Engage in activities you don't normally have time for. So play an instrument, watch tutorial videos on things you want to learn, journal, meditate, or just play with your pets. Again, you can get creative and find what works for you. And make your environment safe and comfortable. Pull out creature comforts such as favorite blankets, scented candles, etc. The power of human connectedness is strong in enhancing our well-being. So reach out to others when you are feeling lonely. Use technology and find creative ways to stay connected. Many therapists are able to provide online telehealth services. Check with yours. And if you're not in therapy and need support, a good starting point is to gather the names of a few whom you might want to call and schedule a first appointment. Check in on your older neighbors. Leave a note that lets them know you are available to help with a small errand. Write down other helpful resources and perhaps leave a note on how they can access services. It is important for young people to have ways to express their concerns and fears without judgment, to feel secure and supported. They don't have the life experiences and may be struggling to see that this will pass. So listen, reassure them, and remind them that we are all in this together. Create virtual opportunities for socialization whenever possible. And for kids with existing mental health issues, the uncertainty can heighten already difficult emotions. Encourage regular sleep, eating, and exercise. Make sure they are taking medication if prescribed, and be in touch with their mental health professional if needed. With younger children, don't overload them with COVID-19 information. Provide extra reassurance and find activities and ways to connect with others. With kids home more, it's important to make sure your environment is safe. So make sure medications, firearms, and other items are stored securely. Some resources for you. You can contact your primary care health provider, mental health professional. You can contact a walk-in clinic or emergency department if needed. You can also locate a mental health provider at the website you see on your screen. If you or someone you know are in crisis, please contact the Suicide Prevention Lifeline by calling 1-800-273-8255 or text TALK to 741-741. There is also a disaster distress hotline at 1-800-985-5900. This is the most important reminder. Our chapter is here for you, and you are not alone. So thank you for being here.
Losing someone to suicide or struggling with a mental illness can feel like no one understands what you're going through. Unlike other illnesses, it is difficult to look at someone and know their connection. The Out of the Darkness events are journeys of remembrance that unite a community, a time to acknowledge the ways in which suicide and mental illness have affected our lives and our loved ones. We all wear honor beads. They come in many colors, representing the diversity of our community's connections to this cause and help us identifying others who understand our experience. Here are some of the extraordinary people who are a part of our community.
My name is Amber, and I wear orange beads to symbolize the loss of a sibling. 15 years ago, I lost my younger brother, Chad, to suicide. He loved to play musical instruments, and he was a great friend to others. I walk in the hope that no other family has to lose someone to suicide.
My name is Katrina Weathers, and I'm walking for my son, Justin Weathers. Justin passed on August 3rd, 2019. He was a bright kid. It was his senior year in high school. I walk to try to help other family not to walk the journey that I currently walk. I wear the white bead in honor of my son, Justin.
Hey, I'm Nicole, and I'm wearing the teal beads for my family members, my friends, and my clients as a mental health counselor that struggle with suicide. I do this walk every year to remind them that they're not alone and to help to fight suicide.
Hi, I'm Misha, and I wear the purple bead to honor the memory of my best friend Alex Conley, who died by suicide in May of 2013. I walk as a symbol of hope for those who struggle with mental health, to let them know that they are not alone and that there are people who love them.
Hi, my name is Thea, and I wear the white bead for my son Matthew and the red beads for my husband John. I also wear the blue beads to support the cause for this wonderful foundation and for all of those who have lost loved ones, and to show that there is hope.
My name is Ryan Sims, and I wear the gold bead for my mom. I lost her in 2009 to suicide. I walk for all the kids who have lost a parent, and I want you to know you are not alone.
Today I wear a green and purple bead. The purple bead signifying that I lost my cousin to suicide, and the green for my personal struggle. I tried taking my life 3 times, and the first time when I was 9 years old. from being bullied, sexually abused, in toxic relationship. I held this on for a long time, battled with my mind. But finally, I reversed those negative thoughts and changed them to something positive. And I found the AFSP. It gives me life to help others. I love sharing my stories to let other people know that they're not alone. And together we can do this. So I love sharing my story to shine light for others, and that's why I walk.
The purple beads represent the loss of a relative or a friend. In 2016, I lost my best friend Noelle to suicide. Noelle was a kind and loving person, and she made friends everywhere she went. I'm here today in hopes that no one else has to ever know the pain of losing a friend or relative to suicide.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Connolly, and I wear the white beads that signify loss of a child. My daughter Alexandra died by suicide in May of 2013. They told me to talk about what she was or what she did, and she was so many things. She was a terrific daughter. She was a supportive sister. She was a wonderful friend. She was a terrific, just amazing painter. She was great at Scrabble. She was funny. She was smart. She was a big ball of red curly hair. She was a giant smile. She was everything. And now she's only one thing. She's missed. So I walk to try and help so that other parents won't have to miss their children.
I fought suicide for everyone to know that they can speak up and that we care. If you're struggling, let someone know. We are there for you. We can give you resources.
As a Marine Corps veteran, I wear silver beads to support first responders and military who have been lost to suicide. I wear beads to support the 22 veterans a day that we lose to suicide. I lost a fellow Marine in 2019 to suicide, and I personally have struggled since 2015 with overcoming those overwhelming thoughts. There is hope. You are not alone, and together we can come out of the darkness.
As you release this butterfly in honor of me, know that I'm with you and will always be. Hold a hand, say a prayer, close your eyes and see me there. Although you may feel a bit torn apart, please know that I'll be forever in your heart. Now fly away, butterfly, as high as you can go. I'm right there with you, more than you know.
Sky whispering like heaven, dreams shouting from the past, chains fading into thought like wings on butterflies at last. Gold fables with red dust in the flowers.
As we conclude our program today, I want to thank our fundraisers, donors, sponsors, and you for your support of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and our Out of the Darkness walks. Together, we are saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. Lastly, I want to encourage you to take some time to focus on your mental and physical health by participating in a wellness activity for the next 30 minutes. Consider taking a brisk walk or a long bike ride, participating in a yoga class, writing down positive thoughts, drawing a tranquil scene, or cooking a special meal. Whatever it is that brings you joy. Your mental health is important, and wherever you are, take this time for your self-care. Now I'd like to introduce Carrie of Pure Barre Huntsville, who will lead us in a pre-walk stretch, meditation, and warm-up.
Hi, my name is Carrie. I am from Pure Barre Huntsville, and we are honored to have been asked to lead the warm-up for the Out of the Darkness walk. This is an organization that is so near to us. So many of us here at Pure Barre have been affected by suicide, and it is so important to us to be able to build that community so that we all can find that healing and find that light and build each other up and prevent suicide, ultimately prevent it. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to take your feet about hip distance apart and make sure all 10 toes are facing forward, and just stand up tall. Let the arms just kind of relax down by the sides, standing up nice and tall. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to work inward, finding our breath. So taking a big deep breath in, full exhale. Let's take about 2 more big deep breaths in. Inhale through the nose. Full exhale, relaxing any tension behind the jaw and the shoulders, behind the eyes. 1 more big deep breath in. Full exhale. Now go ahead and allow your breathing to become natural. So go ahead and set your intention for this walk. What do you wish to gain? What brought you here? And allow that to fill you up. Full breath in, exhale. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and open those eyes. And then you're going to reach the arms overhead, maybe gaze up, standing tall. And then hinge forward from the hips with a flat back, sweeping the arms down. Now you have several options here. If you can take those fingertips to the ground, or you can take them to your shins, or you can even prop yourself up on your thighs. Just make sure to avoid pressing into the knees. Deep breath in, and wherever you are, you're going to slowly arch the back, rolling it up 1 vertebrae at a time. And then we're going to do that again. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Holding it here for a deep breath in. Full exhale, roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Now go ahead and continue to do that, moving with your own breath, inhaling up, exhaling, forward fold. So we're waking up the spine, waking up the entire body. Exhale, roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to do that 1 more time, inhaling it all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, slow roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, stopping at the top. And then go ahead and reach those arms back overhead. You're going to grab the right wrist with that left hand and the side bend up and over, stretching through that right side of the body. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Carefully switch it out. Stand up tall, side bend. Over towards the right, stretching through that left side. And then bring the body back upright. And then relax the hands down, and then interlace them behind your back. Open the chest up, stretching through that chest. Gently release, shake it out. We're going to get into the lower body a little bit. foot. So step forward with that left foot and then take a big step back with that right. Now, trying to keep that right leg as straight as you can, deep in the bend in that left leg. So you wanna always make sure, I'll give you guys options here. You always wanna make sure that that ankle and that knee are in line. So if this is good for you, you can stay here. You can also take it a little bit deeper by scooting that back foot back and taking the fingertips to the carpet or wherever you are. Or you can take that back knee and drop it down. You can be here, both hands here. You have options. Do what works for your body and what feels good for you. So we're stretching through that hip flexor. You're also gonna feel it in that front leg as well. And now, if you haven't already and you are able, go ahead and come down to that back knee. And we're gonna stay here for a little bit longer. Deep breath in, full exhale. Now you can shift your weight back and straighten the front leg. Now, if you're doing this standing still, what you can do is still work from here in a standing position. So you will just scoot that back foot in and bend that knee down, stretching through that back of that front leg. And then go ahead wherever you are, switch it up. So that right foot is gonna go, I'm gonna pivot over a little bit. That right foot's gonna go forward this time, that left foot's gonna step all the way back. So remember your options here. You could be here, or you can take it a little bit deeper, or you can come all the way down and drop that back leg. And then go ahead and shift your weight back, straighten the front leg. Again, standing option is here. And then wherever you are, gently make your way back up to standing. And you're gonna take your feet out slightly wider than the hips. And we're gonna go back into that forward fold. So as you hinge forward, make sure you're hinging from the hips and not rounding through the upper back. That's gonna help you get a little bit deeper. So hinge forward from the hips, and then wherever feels good for you, whether it's hands on the thighs, on the shins, or take your fingertips down. And now if you do take your fingertips down, or hands on the shins or thighs, wherever you are, you can always deepen the bend in the knees too if that feels better for you. And then go ahead and gently roll it up one vertebrae at a time. It's so important to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. That way you don't get lightheaded or anything. Go ahead and take your feet back to hip distance apart and parallel. We're gonna roll the shoulders up and down the back. And reverse forward. Waking up the body a little bit more. Go ahead and find that stillness. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, tuck the chin. Slow rolls, neck rolls, rolling it to the right ear, or to the right shoulder rather, and then rolling it all the way around. We're gonna do that direction one more time. And then once you find that chin into the chest, go ahead and gently reverse. You can close your eyes if that feels good, or keep them open, whatever feels good. One more time here. And then once you find that chin back into the chest, gently hold it here. Inhale, lift the head up. And now if you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes. And take another big deep breath in, feeling that energy flowing through you. Allowing yourself again to feel that sense of grounding here. Deep breath in, full exhale. And remember that though we are not physically around each other, though we're not physically with each other for this particular walk, know that there are so many people out there who are going through what you are going through, and that you are not alone. And that we have this community, we have each other to build each other up and to keep each other going, and that there is healing and hope and light. And ultimately that you are never alone. that you are loved. It's so amazing. And gently open your eyes. Thank you.